I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanna.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Bortles now to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here we go, here we go.
Bortles to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. To throw, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a
I didn't look, so I didn't know. Yeah, I'm up 7-3. I just took one to the house.
To kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And last time they got
I put the thing in the chat.
Chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players.
What up, Kirk? What up, D-Moore? What up, Black?
Use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he
what up, Steph?
out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. Jack Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun now for Bortles. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Bortles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Bortles again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Oh, wow.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Another reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down, Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There we go. Let's go.
This is one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Ryan on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Let's go, Julio. Let's go.
Get up! Get up!
This is Freeman on first and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Freeman again, a first down carry. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
We had time. That's all I was saying. We had time. We had time.
What did you do that for?
From the gun, it's Ryan.
Come on, that's some
Complete.
bullshit,
The
man.
contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Always able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bortles now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Bortles. Throw left side complete.
Wow.
It's close. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Yeah, I missed the field goal, man. He got to let the fucking play off.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's 3rd down.
That's all too. Come on, boy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm 6'4", man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
What you got? What's the best play?
I ain't got nothing. Shit. I'm just going to throw the ball.
So after the penalty,
works.
we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
My bad.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I thought you was
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
third down. Ryan. Going deep for Moncrief. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Miles Jack can't cover no goddamn.
This defense is continuing to
wide
contest
receiver.
every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make the play on the football.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you thought you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him 30 yards there.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough, because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
That goes for a gain of 31.
That's Bortles. I'm trying to figure out how Bortles is putting this shit
like
right
that,
everywhere.
From the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Like they completely just made me overrun the whole fucking play. I saw it the whole way.
Second down. Again, it's Bortles. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
There's no way in hell Miles Jack is fucking retarded.
Turns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Dumps it off to Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Need better cornerbacks. This shit is fucking ridiculous.
India. What did you spill in your room?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Bortles now on first down. Being chased out left. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Yeah, as soon as this game over, I'll take the spot.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You know that park after dark.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
9 o'clock.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Okay. Is he eating,
spaghetti?
Getty?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect it. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up.
I thought you said you was cooking spaghetti tomorrow. I didn't know you was cooking it today.
I thought you was cooking the spaghetti for tomorrow. I didn't know that was for today.
Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Dancing to his left. Breaks its head. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Bortles to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Bortles now to throw. And it's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And they'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles going to throw here. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bortles now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
I knew shit was bad when I had to fucking, I forced him to fumble and that shit went out of bounds. Then I missed the fucking field goal after that. I was like, man, come on, man.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture.
About to find me a strong-arm quarterback because this shit is ridiculous. He let Blake Bortles Blake Bortles putting the ball all over the goddamn field.
Blake Bortles?
Blake Bortles.
Not Blake motherfucker. Bortles.
Did you see Cap get that the settlement?
Yeah, he got that settlement. Them niggas knew what it was. I bet you that shit was a couple million.
Nah, that shit that shit is some good shit because they talking about that shit is what the fuck they said? That shit is disclosed.
Yeah, they trying to compliment you. Had all you niggas sitting out.
That's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. Almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving. I just can't sit around. Oh my. Cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure. I'm trying to stick and move through this.
Make sure you advance that shit to Wooside.
I'm about to.
Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me.
Probably gonna miss the offseason. Up into the draft.
I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want
I'm probably gonna miss the offseason because Sincere birthday party is tomorrow. And we gotta go. I don't know, man. Fuck him, man. I don't give a fuck. And apparently we gotta go. Ain't worried about that motherfucker, man.
Don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why.
I'm mad as a bitch right now. I'm mad as a bitch right now, man. I held that punk motherfucker to 10 points when we played, and then this time the fucking couldn't do shit.
swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam.
I don't have no goddamn money. All right.
Can't be a loser, I maneuver like
I ain't worried about Mr. Free Agency then. It's all about the draft.
streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. What made me a fortune, man? Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
I got it.
I do the Maybach on Monday, Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's. He said, it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game. Let's go.
This is it. We are going for gold.
You see that motherfucker Takashi gave up everything.
Four. Two.
No, thank you.
Big man.
The third nigga came on and got that bitch.
What the motherfucker said, if you thought Takashi was doing that time, you sat mistaken. I mean, but you thought he was, I mean, did you really think he was going to do that time, though? Did they really think Takashi was going to do that time, though?
They're gonna try everybody else. Make sure he don't allow what's holding.
They trying everybody at the same time?
No, they try all of them, but they can't see guys get things as big as they do. He don't get 20.
Hey. So.
He loud, anything that they want. Yeah, they're gonna order him up, play Giddy and 9 charges.
I know he gave up everything on the hit on Chief Keef, though.
Yeah. Well, they released two people, right? That he snitched on? Or they bonded out?
I think so.
Yeah, I thought I saw that.
Hey man, come over here. We need to talk. Now look, that was not a good practice. I don't know what's going on with you, but that's not gonna get it done. You come back stronger tomorrow, okay?
The ball.
It got there.
Oh.
What 50 say to Floyd today?
What's up with this echo?
Yeah, they said 50 said something to Floyd today. That shit is fire. Yeah, did you hear Charlamagne this morning?
Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
chain. I swear the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring it. I do. Don't want no. They pull up with it. It's time 3. It's time 3. This high. Park $1 million at the
9. You talking about in the morning?
Tomorrow about 8.
Tomorrow night? Today is the 15th.
So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dub, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. Been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown. Well done, that is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came my phone. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby, but this man, I must know. What's a language till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the bar now. Swaying goes now.
You gotta try to apex out.
Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang roll. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skip.
God damn, Chris, yeah.
On the ground and the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground and the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Bring the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Watch out. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain over ocean. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is false. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the falsest? Chanel bag is ostrich. Straight down, come up in the process. Private jet. This ain't diamond milk. Yeah, I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling loud. Yeah. Mama got style. Yeah. Chanel reptile player. Gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock star. Nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the bar now. Swaying goes now. Smash. Shots and goes. Rock the show. Big bang roll. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skip. Think about posting up on the ground and the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground and the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Hoping I ain't lose religion. Text a message sending. No, I damn blast. Stop and see it. Especially yellow shirts. Louder than the broccoli. Dancing in my truck. Feeling out of body. Say the man got me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Extensions out of city, cause when I start spitting to me, but you drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me?
Traveled with, I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could have had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school, think I'm trying to get it, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. I've been looking for like game since I made moves. Can you hear me?
Get back.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20.
I had love it.
How the fuck? Oh, I had the icon. But like, nigga, I'm killing everybody. Why the fuck is it ain't that?
Oh, he wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready. That's got you big.
Oh. I got Brown.
Go.
3-yard line. First carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a second and long.
I'm going to miss that.
Give to Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
I said hi, Charlie. Hi to your balloon.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson. A good return there, calling 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And they will stop him short of the marker. Well, there is a flag here, but if this is on the offense, and I think it is, they'll obviously decline it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw to the sideline. And wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Lavonte David in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this in deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Justin, why you just don't put a poll up?
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They'll look to run with Freeman. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on second. Do they have the heart on third? They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
I only hear Justin Northrup.
Akeem Hunt now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a net.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Do I have a picture of Justin? Not at the moment.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Barber. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I lost.
Winston now from the 50. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Justin said he back.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
You think they'll do what?
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I thought going into the 2018 draft, running back was a priority for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they got one of the best ones in the draft, and Ronald Jones II out of USC. He's a guy who knows how to make people miss, but also not afraid to lower his shoulder and make his own way.
And that's what we saw there as he powered his way forward for the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. The 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Hey, Jordan.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
How you feel, Jeff?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
That's how you feel?
Huh?
Okay. So we're going to
on
the
the
morning
counter,
session.
here's Jones. Oh, eluding the tackle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Winston now. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So you bought garlic bread too? Yeah. Get bad for what?
The give is to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson, and even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Terrell McClain. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jameis to throw it. This is caught by Jackson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
With it is Jackson. Quick feed by Jackson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Got their chat coming through their TV.
A first down throw for Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
If you ask the question, you can put a whole pole.
I'm confused.
The Bucks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they
Well, you
face
got
a
the
3rd
option
and
to
2.
vote on.
From the gun, Winston. He may try to run for this.
I don't see no vote on this.
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucks are going to take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. So we've come up. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff there.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of
I ain't
whack
got no
because most
money.
of their yardages come
I
through
don't
the
give
air.
a fuck.
But in
I'm
a
all
sense,
about
it just
this
sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard.
Charlie, stop screaming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay there.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. This is intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, Hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Following the interception, Winston powers through, buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Jones. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tech McKinley in there to sack him.
Charlie.
And that is 10 for him now on the year.
I'm supposed to say
Donald Russell.
Junior.
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I know he's fine.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
The tone for his side, you know, he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
I heard you. This is still fine,
The 4th down run successful. Now they're looking to pay it off on 1st down.
Oh, goddamn. Uncle Chuck is over there.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's corralled, but now before getting it inside the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You good with your Charlie Jones?
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hello, y'all. Hey there. Hey. Bro, what's good?
Here we go. 39.
Back to throw.
Here we go.
Good with
Hey, man.
Gain of 25 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
They'll run here with Freeman. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. This pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Bryant for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21.
Everybody doing strong. Maybe start prepping. And
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there. So he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again to Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Incomplete action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go!
They get real fly. I mean, I'm talking about, I like to hear. I see it.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deeper. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard
I think the meme on Facebook yesterday, it just said, bus pass in January.
This game has the feel of what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
I don't have no candy.
They toss to Freeman. Losing yardage.
What candy?
7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So if he ends in a field goal, it does give him the lead, but this one's still strong away from home.
No, don't worry about it.
They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player,
stop talking to me about a cupcake.
Why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
No. No. What does it say?
To kick this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Over here?
Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to line that down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
That boy's a thief.
Pretty quickly, then they closed fast.
I ain't holding that coat the whole time.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Winston to throw it this time. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Dirk Cutter's guys go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the
I don't even know how you
got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds.
No, from what the progress report was, it came up. It didn't, he didn't get to a B, but it definitely came up from what the progress report was.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Oh, no, lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they try to sweep to Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
To do whatever you need to do as far as this last hit.
Because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield,
don't touch that game until I get home from work.
Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm trying to understand how you're supposed to study grades.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now. This is Jarkandrick West. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll go as
leave it alone. You got 10. Leave it alone.
As well.
I gave him enough of your dog.
Okay. No.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half.
What'd you do with the candy that I just gave you? On my ass. You better go find it.
Now Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
You threw the
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Probably.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Yeah, man.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Not 2 weeks ago,
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man, you don't take that. Nothing but real fear.
Here's Jones.
It's like a little bit slow.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and
Just
get
what
it
they
closer
say.
to getting out of here with a
Tastes like a
W.
root beer
In the
float.
mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
What did he quit for? Like he quit on the job?
Bring up 4th
Like he
down.
walked off?
Hey, big dog, it's 2019.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use
I don't
here
remember.
in
They
the final
said
stages.
a motherfucker walked off my job yesterday.
Is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things
Yeah,
up.
motherfucker walked off my job yesterday.
And he has got it from 55 yards
Yeah,
away.
this
That was
motherfucker
never
logged
in
in, left at 9 o'clock.
kicks in the NFL the
They
last
couldn't
few
find the
years, and that one
motherfucker.
might just rank right up
Yeah,
there.
you know, that's abandonment as far as they're concerned. And then about, so next thing you know, I think it was about, what time was it? Whenever they found the active shooter in Nordstrom, the active shooter in Nordstrom, and the mall got locked down, that motherfucker gonna call, he gonna call, somebody else, hey man, I can't, I'm locked down in the mall, I can't leave the mall.
and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So, you know, I realized, I'm like,
He'll drop to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Oh, Virginia ain't gonna handle me like that.
In the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Then I had Joe Russian, Uncle, my daddy big brother, and I had Daddy Russian in my ear because of Magic C.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm like, yeah, you right.
They're going to look to throw.
Hey.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
They were hard on the yard.
Fighting his way through, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. He just likely won this thing in regulation.
Got that $40,000.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control.
That's like the white boy that walked off the job like 7 months ago. They told him something.
Yeah, but also, sideline just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff.
They told this motherfucker, my manager told him, they told him he needed to have a meeting in the conference room with HR, right? So whenever you have a meeting in the conference room with HR, it means you about to get fired.
And Tampa Bay trying something now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope you got something quick right here. Maybe take that shot.
So the motherfucker said,
Take the big shot. You've got to worry.
He said, don't leave. My manager told him, he said, whatever you do, don't leave. This motherfucker said, that motherfucker packed up his shit and fuck it all. I was like, Paul, man, the man said don't leave, man. He's like, man, fuck that motherfucker, man. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He said, this bitch trying to get me because my wife's sick. Fuck her. I'm like, Paul, man, he said don't leave. Next thing you know, Paul got his shit, he got the fuck on. So when they come looking for Paul, they like, anybody seen Paul? Nah, I can't say that I have. Nah, I can't say that I have. They calling Paul not answering his phone and shit. Paul was like, fuck this bitch.
They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card.
Yeah, they released the tender on them. Okay, they couldn't draft cornerbacks in the draft.
Yeah. Everything happens in June. Hell no. Hey, you see the show, the what's that, contusion? Whatever they want to, Rich Paul, and cut sports.
Get dressed, shut it down.
Hey, what Kawhi Leonard did last year? Shut that shit down.
And he saved y'all. Y'all can't get money.
Look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party.
I thought this shit was crazy because did you see what your boy said today though? Alvin Gentry. When they asked Alvin Gentry about it, he said the whole thing has been a dumpster fire. I saw that. He's been with them 10 years.
Somebody gotta be the scapegoat. Somebody got to be No, think about it. Last year, the New Orleans Pelicans, on their roster, Rajon Rondo, Boogie Cousins, Anthony Davis,
Well, Dale Hips got to get fired because one, at ownership's request, he didn't make an offer to Boogie. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
First of all, Millercheck, they traded him to, he in Milwaukee, right? No, he in, Milwaukee. No, is it Toronto? Toronto. Yeah, he in Toronto. I already know. No, Wickensall went. So Millercheck is Milwaukee. Yeah, he in Milwaukee. I was like, yo, it's a house clean. You didn't bring. I already know. Okay, Bonnie tore up his Achilles. Jim Stein Rondo. Yo, Rondo. Dale Hips, what did you do for? You didn't make this TV shit go like, okay. Whatever. Hey, you know what?
Yeah, we really touch. October, I'm about to another state. Went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I mean, I had 6 phones, I got
hey,
sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, They think I'm tripping, they listen. They know I every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living. I see it, rest of them dead. 25 life in the gas tank. Never met a man and they can't talk.
Wow, hell man.
Money never sleeps when you're the black golden gecko. Line looking like they're waiting on the rest.
Oh no, I feel
special. Resale and I never paid retail. My shoes money defended me the street wells. And that
wasn't gonna take it there, but
with the phones if you sound
I like this bitch. I like the polar opposite.
too much clicking in the connection.
Nina.
Connect for my protection. Face to face, I
Can you send me a sexy picture? I was a tall individual with like tall, thick women. I said, first of all, you already know I'm not sending you a pic. Where's my pic? Who the fuck did you talk about? It's me.
I'm like,
no.
I'm like, okay.
I'm like, Chuck knows you better than this.
First of all, she's in your presence. I'm going to say what you have to say. And, you know, I'm like, oh, you really like him? I
got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, discussing business on the phone.
Hey, I was waiting on your response, so I was doing like, yo, what's up? Hey, be on the response.
I'm Dolo when I'm out like different moves. I thought you like just to make it true. I'm that don't get confused, cause even when you prayed I didn't lose. Shit, I see the best of it. 25 life in the gas tank. Never met a man they can't take. Talking on the phone, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why did all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
She wasn't feeling.
Okay, Bookie.
You know who's gonna know that? Charlie, too much.
Your introduction really necessary. Get to mention like a secretary, boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music, no originator. Fresh off of my high 80s, yelling, you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about a little amount, 20 red, tell them you don't need nothing. Yup, like in the Kango Emma. New Cadillac with some all gold hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta, I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text, so I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Break bread, a fake there, the bit, the hate there. 50 million, you died to make that middle. You vote for Trump, see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like the Black Panther week to the teeth.